Housekeeping department must ensure safety and sanitation to prevent guest employees from getting sick and damaging the hotel performance. The following discussion will give you an idea as to how housekeeping department ensures safety and sanitation in the housekeeping operations. One of the responsibilities of the housekeeping department is to control pests, which is the one who is responsible for pest control and coordinating contractors. There are three basic treatments in controlling pests, and these are rodenticide treatment, which is laying of rat bait. Second is insecticide treatment by spraying of insecticide, and third is applying insect control or fumigation. As soon as there is a member of the hotel find a pest such as cockroaches, ants, flies, rats, spiders, etc. in the hotel premises, in the housekeeping department must be immediately notified. The housekeeping staff who received the information must log the details in the pest control logbook. The details to be recorded are the following: date, time, description of pest problem, location of pest found, date of pest treatment, appointment, job completed on, staff accompanied, and signature. Housekeeping supervisors reviews pest control log weekly to ensure proper treatment. The hotel must create its own plan and programs regarding pests to keep pests under control. The following must be observed: to keep the area clean, remove and dispose all trash frequently and completely, use screens in areas which insects are prevalent, keep facilities in a good state of repair, have a program of chemical pest control to rid all the property of the insects. In waste disposal and control, waste are items that are considered useless, unused, wanted, or discarded. These may be paper, food waste, solid waste, ashes, biological waste, liquid byproduct waste, and solid byproduct waste. Lodging establishment must develop its own procedures in handling and disposing of waste to avoid diseases. Easiest and most practical method the establishments employ is the segregation of waste through color-coded bins. In addition, the property must coordinate with the waste management office of the area regarding waste disposal, segregation, and schedule of garbage collection. In personal hygiene, to protect ourselves and others from illness, we have to observe good personal hygiene. This includes being clean from head to toe and being free from any contagious diseases. Personal hygiene, such as bathing, depends on the culture of one's country. But in the Philippines, it is considered or expected of us to bath at least once a day and use deodorants to maximize body odors. There are 4 personal hygiene practices in the workplace, and first of that is the practice of personal cleanliness. Second is wear prescribed uniform at the right place and time. Third is wash hands. Hands must be washed after during the following. And fourth is to avoid mannerism. The following habits must be avoided. The following example of work hazards and how we can prevent its occurrence. Falls may occur because of slippery floors, unstable ladders, torn carpets, broke tiles, etc. To prevent this from happening, a wet floor sign may be put in the place whenever wet cleaning is done. Ladders come in different sizes. Use appropriate ladders for the cleaning activity. Use an aluminum steel ladder with a rubbing footing to prevent slippage. Position the ladder nearest to the item being reached. Avoid extending too much as this may cause harm to your body. Torn carpets and broken tiles, scarps, trips, and falls. Inform the maintenance department right away and put a warning sign in place. Second is cuts. Researching garbage and linens bundles using our bare hands scans cuts. Therefore, the housekeepers must never place their hands into a garbage heap. It requires to do so wear a protective gear such as hand gloves. Housekeepers are trained to shake off linens to check if the items is left in the guest and any sharp objects left hidden between sheets. Tongs must be used to prevent bare hands picking and sorting of garbage. Back pains and muscle cramps Back pains and muscle cramps. Improper working posture results to back pains. Back pains is the most common complaints of the housekeepers, particularly the RA. Cleaning 16 up to 18 rooms per shift is no joke for room attendants. The secret is to observe the proper posture during cleaning. A correct posture balances the body and enables the person to breathe properly. Muscle cramps, on the other hand, occurs because of improper lifting. A few tips of the correct lifting is the following. First is inhale. Tighten stomach's muscles in preparation to lift. Second is bend at the knees and not at the waist, keeping head and back straight. Third is use legs in lifting, not the back muscles. Using back muscles may cause harm to the spine. Fourth is use both hands in lifting, hugging the load close to the body. And fifth is walk with firm footing. There should be no obstacle on the floor. Sixth is do not carry load higher than the eye level. 7 is when lowering the load, use the leg muscles again. Breathing problems and burns from the use of hazardous chemicals and detergents. Housekeepers are exposed to different kinds of chemicals every day, from mild to potent. Exposure to such can cause allergy, skin irritations, vomiting, eye infections, nausea, burns, scent-worth, or death. Housekeepers must be familiar with all of the cleaning chemicals they use as well as its storage and usage. To avoid breathing problems, housekeeper must wear a face mask to protect the eyes, wear goggles. To protect the body, wear protective clothing. Manufacturers also provide material safety data sheets or MISDS that contains information to potential health effects of exposure to chemical and on the safe working procedures. In addition, all chemicals must be labeled properly and stored in a well-ventilated place. Electrocution from live electric wires and improper maintenance and use of equipment. Electrocution can happen to housekeepers if it's not being careful. Majority of the equipment used in the day-to-day cleaning needs electricity. Thus, to prevent electrocution, the following must be observed by the housekeepers. Never operate electrical equipment in water. Ensure all plugs, cables, and wires are properly installed and in good condition. Make sure equipment are turned off prior to usage. As soon as sparks, smokes, or flames are observed, turn off the equipment right away. Cords must be uncoiled before using the equipment. Use the socket nearest you during cleaning. Injuries due to improper work habits. A lot of injuries happens because of poor working habits. These must be corrected due to proper training. The following must be observed to avoid injuries. Smoke only in designated areas. When on duty, refrain from smoking. Ensure carried items are not overloaded. This may cause accidents. Use the correct equipment in cleaning. Use protective gears, especially when dealing with toxic chemicals. Use ladders for lifting and reaching hard-to-reach areas. Never attempt to fix electrical equipment on your own. Call the attention of the maintenance department. And lastly, use handrails when climbing or going down the stairs. It is a must that all hotel employees are trained to provide first aid as they could, but they one of the spot who can give immediate attention to a guest or co-employee in coordination with Red Cross. HR department schedules a regular training for first aid as part of the property safety program. The primary step is to have medical supplies and basic first aid equipment at a property. Medical personnel such as nurse and doctors must be present at all times. While cleaning, the housekeeping staff must follow the principles of the safety and security list on the following. Protect their body from harmful chemical by wearing thick gloves. Second is protect their eyes by wearing masks or goggles if required. Third is must use cautious sign to mark wet floors. Fourth is clean spilled liquid immediately to reduce chances of slipping. Fifth is handle cleaning chemicals carefully while transporting, disposing, or refilling the containers. Sixth is mix any chemicals required in the presence of proper ventilation. Seventh is must not open unlabeled chemical containers. Eighth is use swivel head mops to avoid inappropriate body posture while cleaning. Ninth is wear cloth to non-slip footwear while working. 10th is use proper body posture while working to avoid cramps. 11th is requires to peer assistant while moving heavy loads such as furnitures. 12 is report to supervisors in case of any accident due to mishandling of flammable liquid or otherwise. 13. Keep the guest safety with the help of security department. And lastly, the 14th, keep the guest documents, ornaments, or other articles safe.